Here's the latest on Nnamdi Kanu's 50 billion lawsuit against the federal government of Nigeria. Kanu's claim: Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, filed a 50 billion lawsuit against the federal government for alleged human rights violations, including his extraordinary rendition from Kenya, detention, and mistreatment. He demanded monetary compensation for what he described as gross violation of his rights, including torture and illegal detention. In the recent development on April 10, 2025, the Federal High Court struck out the 50 billion lawsuit against the federal government by Kanu. The court dismissed the suit because Kanu's legal team was absent during the hearing, and no plausible reason was given for their absence. The judge noted that despite multiple opportunities, the applicant Kanu failed to diligently pursue the matter. So what does this mean? The case has been dismissed for now, but it's possible his legal team may attempt to refile or appeal if there are grounds for it. Leader Nnamdi Kanu have actually filed a series of notable monetary compensation lawsuits against the government. The number one was a 1 billion lawsuit by January 2022. Outcome: the High Court in Omaya ordered the federal government to pay Nnamdi Kanu 1 billion for violating his rights and to release and to issue a public apology. The second was 500 million lawsuit by October 2022. The Federal High Court in Omaya awarded Nnamdi Kanu 500 million in damages and ordered his return to the status quo before his extradition. The fourth one was 8 billion lawsuit by October 2023. The outcome: a high court in Enugu ordered the federal government and Southeast governors to pay Nnamdi Kanu 8 billion and issue an apology for his rights violations. So the 51 was actually 1 billion lawsuit by July 2024. The outcome: the Federal High Court in Abuja dismissed the Kanu's suit, seeking 1 billion in damages for alleged right violations, citing lack of credible evidence. So that is to say that Nnamdi Kanu have actually had series of monetary compensation suits against the federal government, but none have actually yielded any water, even though there are some that have been awarded or duly awarded, but it has not been given to him or passed to him by the federal government. So reasons for dismissals and withdrawals are seemingly to be different. There's been sort of reasons for dismissals and withdrawals. The lawsuits that were actually, dismissed or withdrawn faced challenges such as insufficient evidences according to the court, and strategic legal decision. When you talk about the suits that were withdrawn for strategic reasons or possibly to refile in a more favorable jurisdictions or to consolidate the legal efforts and whatever. So the other ones I think that have actually contributed to withdrawal or dismissal is jurisdictional issues. Of course, the question about the appropriate venue for filing certain suits can lead to dismissal if the court lacks jurisdiction for such case. And another one is governmental impunity claims. The federal government may invoke impunity or other defenses, complicating the sources of such lawsuits, just like what we've been seeing, of course. So in all of this, because if you watch closely, you will discover that all these monetary compensation suits have not actually had a very qualified representation from the Kanu's lawyers. So the question now is, why is it so? Like most of the lawsuits, monetary lawsuits that Nnamdi Kanu have actually filed, why has it not yielded anything? Doesn't mean that the law doesn't matter. So doesn't mean that the court's ruling are not of that powerful. If you have an answer to this, leave it in the comment section.